First aid. First aid is emergency care given immediately to an injured person. The purpose of first aid is to minimize injury and future disability. In serious cases, first aid may be necessary to keep the victim alive. One of the perks to going to the outdoor is the excitement that's come with being out of the city, to release in the beauty of the wild nature, and also enjoy some quiet time. However, dashing into the wild to enjoy activities such as hiking or camping also means you are getting far away from hospitals, emergency medic, and care clinics. Therefore, you need a good knowledge for first aid administering when in the wild cases things go bad. You can as well consider this as an venue to learn something new and become self-sufficient. Many of the incidents that cook up during hiking and camping are usually minor, hence and can be quickly treated. When hiking or camping and there is need for first aid, it is usually to keep condition from getting worse, so it would affect your adventure. Therefore, it is vital to be well prepared in case of any unforeseen situations.
Ganda naman dito.
Wait lang, baka naman siya. Sakit. Kumuha ka ng kahoy. Ang sakit.
Bamboo stick. This will help with initial support so the injury doesn't get worse while you are in the middle of the camping. And the piece of cloth helps to support the bamboo stick to stay and remain in the legs of someone who injured.
What happened?
First aid kit. A first aid kit, often known as medical kit, is the set of goods and tools used to provide rapid medical care, especially for the treatment of a minor or moderate illness and injuries. The content of first aid kits can vary very greatly depending on the knowledge and experience of the person putting it together. The various first aid requirements of location where it might be used, and change the legislation of regulation in a particular area.
Yun yan, Tin. Ano to?
Cardboard. It can help to reduce some air to help the patient who having asthma attack in the middle of the camping. Paper bag. Breathing into a paper bag reduces the quantity of fresh oxygen we can inhale while recycling the carbon dioxide we have produced, which help to break this cycle.
Tol, ahas! San? San?
Piece of cloth. This can help to reduce lymphatic flow by applying continuous film pressure over the affected limb. 7 golden rules of first aid. First, seek for help. Depending on how critical the situation is, don't be afraid to shout out for someone to help you as soon as possible to begin administering the first aid. Second, keep calm and composed. The key to success administering first aid in the best way is to stay calm and not fret. Third, identify and avoid risk. Because of many things that lie in the wild, it is easily to get injured while camping or hiking. Now, before you tend to someone injured, you have got to ensure you are also safe first. Fourth, hospital or not. If the victim is able to talk, that's great. If it is snitching that is needed, you need not to reach out for ambulance but prepare to go out the emergency room. If the victim is unconscious, then it's imperative that you make the call to 911. Fifth, check if the person is choking. If an injured person seems to be unable to breathe or choking, an urgent attention is required. If you are trained in CPR, you should start it immediately. However, if you have no knowledge of CPR, do not attempt it because you may accidentally break the ribs of the injured person or cause a lung rupture. Sixth, attempt to any bleeding spot. If you notice any bleeding on the person's body, apply an even and direct pressure on the spot to cut down the blood flow. You can easily achieve this by placing a clean cloth or sterile bandage on the wound and press the bandage evenly and firmly with your hands to control the blood loss. And last, 7. Avoid or treat any possibility of shock. If you notice the injured person is experiencing breathing difficulty, chilled, clumsy, nauseous, or pale, there is a tendency that the person is in shock and might lose consciousness pretty quickly. Going for camping, hiking, or backpacking, or anything in the outdoor can bring a lot of excitement and relief from the busy life of the city. It's get even more interesting when you are out there with your partner or your family. While the energy level can easily get high, so is the possibility of injuries in the wild somewhat high. Not means to getting scared, but when out of the camping or hiking, the least you should do is to prepare and eventually whatever in the case or people around you. So, a first aid is a must go with. But more importantly is knowing how and what to do in such situations of injury or emergency. And this guide will help you on the way you go.
Rolling! 1, 2, 3, action!
Help! 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 Help!